What creditors must give to you. Welcome to Your Clear Thinking. I'm Roderick Mitchell, author of Credit Straight Talk, Clarity on the Conspiracy. This video is part of a series of videos designed to help you build a solid credit foundation. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the information that creditors must give to you if you ask for it. The information I'm giving you is from the Consumer Credit Protection Act, the CCPA. All information that is on file, the sources of that information, and who received the reported information is what must be given to you. Every consumer reporting agency shall, upon request and subject to Section 610 of the CCPA, clearly and accurately disclose to you all information in your file at the time of your request, except if you are a consumer who has requested that the first 5 digits of your Social Security number or other similar identification number be covered, and the Consumer Reporting Agency has received appropriate proof of your identity. At that time, the Consumer Reporting Agency shall truncate the number in the disclosure. Nothing in this paragraph shall require a Consumer Reporting Agency to disclose information concerning credit scores or any other risk scores or predictors relating to you, the consumer, meaning that the credit score is not part of the information reported by creditors to the credit reporting agencies, so it will not come with the file disclosure. The sources of the information, except the information acquired for use in preparing an investigative consumer report and used for no other purpose, need be disclosed, provided that in the event an action is brought under this title, these sources shall be made available to the plaintiff under the appropriate discovery procedures in court. Identification of each person includes each end user that obtained a consumer report for employment purposes during the 2-year period preceding the date on which the request was made, or for any other purpose during the 1-year period preceding the date on which the request was made. An identification of a person shall include the name of the person and, if it's applicable, the trade name for which they are working under. Subparagraph A does not include an end user or a department of a U.S. government agency that obtains your credit report for purposes of determining your eligibility to receive access to or continued access to classified information. The head of the agency or department must make a written request under Section 604. The dates, original payees, or any checks upon which any adverse characterization of you is included at the file at the time of disclosure. A record of all inquiries made and received by the agency during a 1-year period preceding the request that identified you in connection with a credit or insurance transaction not initiated by you. If you request the credit file and not the credit score, a statement will be given to you saying that you have obtained everything but your score. Exempt information. The requirements of subsection A of this section respecting the disclosure of sources of information and the recipients of consumer reports do not apply to information received or consumer reports furnished prior to the effective date of this statute, except to the extent that the matter involved still has the information contained in the Consumer Reporting Agency's files at the time of your request. Summary of rights to obtain and dispute information in consumer reports and to obtain credit scores. The Bureau shall prepare a model summary of the rights of consumers. The summary of the rights shall include a description of the right of the consumer to obtain a copy of a consumer report from each consumer reporting agency, the frequency and circumstances under which you are entitled to receive the consumer report without charge, your right to dispute information in your file under Section 611, your right to obtain a credit score from a consumer reporting agency, and a description of how to obtain a credit score. The method by which you can contact and obtain a consumer report from a reporting agency without charge as provided in the regulations of the Bureau prescribed under Section 211 of the Fair and Accurate Credit Transactions Act, and as provided in the regulations under the Bureau's CCPA Section 612. Availability of the summary of rights. The Bureau shall actively publicize the availability of the summary of rights prepared under this paragraph. They should be conspicuously posted on an internet website, and that availability should show rights and a summary of rights. And promptly make such summary of rights available to you upon request. In the case of a reporting agency described in Section 603, must provide a toll-free number established by the agency at which personnel are accessible to normal business hours. A list of all federal agencies responsible for enforcing any provision in this title, and the address and any appropriate number of each such agency, in a form that will assist you in selecting the appropriate agencies. A statement that you have additional rights under state law and that you may wish to contact a state or local consumer protection agency or your local state attorney general. A statement that a consumer reporting agency is not required to remove accurate derogatory information from your file unless the information is outdated under Section 605 or cannot be verified. In this video, I talk to you about information that a creditor must give to you and some information for you to know about it. Remember to subscribe below and select the playlist to see all the videos in this series. I'm Roderick Mitchell, author of Credit Straight Talk, Clarity on the Conspiracy. Visit my blog, yourclearthinking.com, and remember, together we rise.